Alright, what's up, Sibling? I'm here with a story time, the first story time on the channel. And who better off to kick it off with me? You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna kick it off. Oh yeah, before that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We doing vlogmas, we're trying our best, but we doing vlogmas. Make sure you hit us up in the DMs on Instagram to get your XL merch. It look good on me. I don't know about the other crew, but it look good on me. But we're gonna get into this story time. The first time and the last time I got high. So let's get into it. I don't know if this is gonna be short or long, but I'm gonna try and tell some details. We're gonna get to it. So check it. Boom. So I'm in high school, right? I don't got enough credits where I'm at, and it's time for me to graduate. So I had to go to alternative school. So I go to alternative school, so I wasn't able to graduate with the people I went to. But it was still cool. I graduated with some cool people. Went to alternative school, got in there. And boom, I'm doing my work. They said you could work at your own pace. So I'm like, cool. Like, I like working at my own pace. I don't really like dealing with nobody, working in groups, dealing with teachers. So just give me my work, and I'm going to do what I do. So they say you can work at your own pace. So then I'm like, I'm about to knock these classes out. And then I heard you can get done early. And you ain't even got to come back. Like, you could be at home for the rest of the year. So I'm like, definitely, I'm on that. So I'm on that. I don't know how many credits I needed, but I probably had 5 classes. I finished one class. I was happy I finished that one. You know, I got 4 left. So it was one class, I think it was English, and it was easy, but I was putting BS on the papers because they really wanted grading it, so I was just putting BS on the papers. He literally just gave us packets or whatever. So he giving me packets and I'm finishing every chapter, and he like, you're flying through it. And I'm like, I know. I'm barely reading. I'm just like, you know how you just pinpoint little stuff in there. I'm just putting it on there. You know, whoop de whoop whoop. I'm trying to get out this class so I can stay at home. Even though I want no food at the crib, I'm trying to stay home. That day, I finished 3 classes in one day. I only had 1 class I had to finish, and I was so geeked that I finished 3 classes. Like, yo, you don't even know to finish 3 classes. I only got to come back for 1 class. I was too geek. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing. I don't know what point I told my brother. I don't know if I told him on the bus or when we got home. I think I told my stepmom too. But I was so geek that I finished 3 classes. Yeah, I was at home when I told him. I was like, bro, I finished 3 classes. He was like, that's what's up. And my stepmom like, that's good, that's alright. And I'm geek. Like, I only got 1 class to go to tomorrow or whatever. So then my brother like, I'm gonna get you high today. So I was like, bet. I'm like, cause I ain't never smoked before. He like, I'm gonna get you high since you finished 3 classes. This is celebration. I said, cool, it's a celebration. Mind you, I never got drunk before, never got high before, barely knew how to smoke a cigarette. So I ain't did none of that. So I'm like, cool, bet. Like, I'm thinking like, do I inhale or exhale or hold it, you know? Cause I seen him do it before, so I'm trying to copy with him. So then he do his little thing, he roll it up, whatever. I don't know what's in it. I mean, it's weed, but I don't know if it's like strong or if it's weak. I don't really care cause I ain't never did it. So boom, we go outside. We smoke it right in front of the house. Like, it's the house, and it's a big old pine tree. And we in between the house and the pine tree. Like, it's stupid. If in my room, right above it. If you look at my room, you see 2 idiots right there smoking. Stepmom in the house just watching like Hollywood Wives or something. We out there. He do his little hits. He trying to get his hit before I get my hit. I feel like he was trying to beat me to the point. Boom, alright, cool. I'm watching what he doing. So I'm like, now at this point, I feel like I'm a pro because I'm watching him. So he passed it, you know what I mean? I'm trying to act like I ain't no pro, so I'm like trying to ask him for tips because I don't want him to feel like I'm outdoing him type stuff. I was like, do I hold it like this? Like this? That's it. So I'm like, do I hold it like that? Whatever. He like, it don't matter. It's going in your lungs regardless. Alright, cool. He passed it to me. I said, am I supposed to swallow it? He said, yeah, swallow it. My dumb ass go. He said, breathe it in. So I hit it again. I go. He said, now breathe it in. I said, he was like, yeah, now hold it. And I was like, Started coughing. He said, that's how you know it's hidden. That's how you know it's hidden. I said, bro, my throat burn. He said, that's how you know it's hidden. Keep coughing, keep coughing. The more, this dude said, the more you cough, the higher you get. I'm like, I'm trying to get blazed, you hear me? I hit it again. I really think I only hit it 2 or 3 times. I didn't hit it. I didn't keep hitting it. I really think I hit it twice, and I gave it back to him. He said, you done? I said, yeah. He said, you sure? I said, I'm good. He said, you feel it? I said, no. He said, well, you want to hit it again? I said, no. It's probably going to kick in. He was like, all right. So at this point, I'm like, I need to go get higher or not, because I don't feel it. So then I go in the house, boom, stepmom in there. She like, D, can you go get the mail? I'm like, yeah. So I go get the mail, right? For some reason, when I go get the mail, I feel good. But for some reason, as soon as I came, you know, like when you come home and you ain't got to pee until you hit the door, and then it just comes, like, you just rush to the bathroom. As soon as I came in and hit that door, bro, my eyes felt like they went from here to here, buddy. I was like a lit. By this time, he was downstairs. So I gotta go take my stepmom the mail. So I went in there and I handed to her, but I usually hand to her like this and look at her. So I'm handing her the mail and I'm like this. To me, it was no red flag. No red flag. So then I go downstairs and I'm sitting watching the big TV. We call it the big TV, the flat screen. I'm watching the big TV with my dog. Everything just started focusing in on the TV. And I'm literally like this. I'm really looking at it like this, bro. And then I go like this and I shake it off. I'm like, what? And then I look at the elliptical and I zoom in on that too. Like I was stuck. I said, this ain't right. Go in Vince's room. I said, bro, I'm focusing on everything. Then he basically took me to his room. Well, he had 2 rooms. He had 2 rooms, if you think about it. He had 2 rooms. He took me to the other room. I don't really remember much of what he said because I was like in my zone. So, he take me downstairs. He said, sit here, don't move. So then, I don't know, I was just like in my zone or whatever, and then I stood up and I realized I couldn't feel my face. So, me not being able to feel my face, I knew something was off. Like, I felt like he gave me some other shit because I really couldn't feel my face. So, at this point, I'm kind of like crying. It's like dry crying. Like, the tears won't come out, but I'm like crying. I said, bro, I can't feel my face. He go upstairs and he get me ice. Ice and water. I'm dipping my hand in the... I'm dipping my hand in the water and I'm doing like this. I'm rubbing the heck out of my face, bro. I cannot feel my face, dog. I'm like, ugh. I could not feel my face at all. Like, I tell you, no, I could not feel my face. So he told me to just sit down, and I'm sitting down, and he like, go to sleep. Just sleep it off. I said, bro, if I go to sleep, I'm gonna die. He said, you're not gonna die. I said, bro, I need to go to the hospital. This ain't right. Like, literally something ain't right, bro. Like, he was like, just go to sleep. I said, I can't go to sleep. Fast forward, my dog was next to me, and I just didn't feel like anything was real, which was kind of dangerous, because I'm like, if nothing felt real, I might do some stuff and think that it's not real, but it's really real. I'm laying down on the couch, and then my stepmom ended up coming downstairs. I never seen her walk down there, but I seen her walk out of, like, it was like a little storage room. I never seen her walk in there, but I seen her coming out, which she had to go past me to get in there. She like, D. I'm like, she like, D. I look at it. Said, girl, help me take this upstairs. And then I look away again. And she like, D, I know you hear me. And I look at her and I'm like, you not real. You not real. She said, what? I said, and then turn my head again. And I'm like, I need to tell you something. So she irritated. She like, what? I'm like, I need to tell you the truth. I need to tell you the truth. And Vince like, Didi, shut up. I'm like, no, I need to tell her the truth. He like, shut up. I'm like, okay, so I finally shut up. I'm not gonna tell y'all what was the truth, but I needed to tell her the truth about something that I did, whatever, which I'm glad he shut me up, because I wasn't able to tell her or whatever. So He said he ended up telling her I was, and then I started crying for my best friend like I wanted my best friend. I done threw up on his floor, like a lot. I threw up on his floor, and then I was calling out for my best friend, so he ended up calling her. And then I went outside and I talked to her, and then I came back in, and then I went to sleep on the couch. It was white couches. Went to sleep on the couch. And then I woke up, rolled over, and threw up on the carpet. And she came down and she saw me throwing up on the carpet. She was pissed. I ended up cleaning it up, but I was so high, I cleaned it up with a vacuum. So that got in the vacuum. I don't know if she knew that or not, but I ended up cleaning that up, so I threw up twice. I was like so embarrassed the next day. Every time I seen her, like I would have to go past the kitchen to go to the big TV. Every time I seen her, I would not make eye contact with her at all. Like, you couldn't pay me to make eye contact with her. I think she told my dad, but he ain't never say nothing to me. But I kept ducking and dodging her. Like, I wouldn't say nothing to her. So then one day I was walking down the stairs and I had my head done like this, and I was about to pass her. And she like did, and I looked, I was like, huh? And she was like, come here. And she called me in the kitchen, and then she was like, I know you was high. You ain't got to keep ducking and dodging me. And I was like, all right. And then she was like, I think she said, don't do it again or something like that. But she was like, you ain't got to be scared or something like that. I wasn't scared. I just wasn't ready to face them or whatever. Never scared. Never that. Never that. But that's basically my first time getting high. It's basically like everybody else's first time. Like, you feel like you got to go to the hospital. Feel like you're dying. For me, I felt like I was dying. I was paranoid. I needed to go to the hospital, and I couldn't taste anything. That's how it felt for me. Would I do it again? Probably around a group of people though. But then if I did it again, that'd probably be my last time doing it. It ain't something I just like keep doing. But that's a story time on my first time getting high. If y'all can relate to this story, comment down below. Make sure you check out all our other videos. There's one video we got that's at like 620. So run that up to 1,000. Let's get that to 1,000. Let's run that up. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we're gonna keep dropping these. We're gonna keep dropping these videos from VLOGMAS. Check us out on Instagram and also DM us if you want this merch. Till next time, Sibling.